Okay, so quick one. I'm going to be showing you how. I think the first video I showed you how you make your first $1,000. Today I'm going to show you how you make your first $2,000 doing outbound appointment setting. I will definitely show you guys how to do inbound too and how to land inbound roles. But for this, I'll be showing you how to find outbound roles and how to also find inbound roles. Exactly how I was able to do it. Now, we have to break down the whole process. The first thing you need to know is the sales foundation. I always tell people the basically 2 steps to sales, right? To making money, basically 3 steps, right? So, sales foundation, then we have sales position, then we have sales implementation, right? These are basically the 3 parts for you to start making money with sales. You could basically be doing an appointment setting, right? Either you're an appointment setter, sales closer, SDR, cold caller, even if you're doing door to door, whatever, but we're talking of online sales right now, right? And so, how can you basically land a role? So, if you're doing appointment setting, closing, whatever you're basically doing, put this up here. You use this process. You first learn. Now, on the sales foundation, let's basically break down that a little bit. That's basically you go through a training. You could go through a training. You could read books. You can read books. You can definitely go for physical training. You could go courses. Let's just go courses. You could join a community, right? You could be taught one-on-one coaching, whatever. You could definitely learn it on YouTube too, right? So you could go through paid training, or you could learn it on YouTube, or maybe of those course platforms, basically all those course platforms like Udemy and stuff like that. So you can learn it there. That's for the sales foundation, right? For the sales foundation. Now, to basically get the skill sets, you could definitely go through any of these routes. Now, the next thing you want to bring my face here. Right? Next thing you want to do is the sales position. Now, most of you have actually gone through this section. If you've not gone through this section, you're still in the sales foundation. Click on the link below. I'm actually going to leave a link in the description. Click on it. I'm going to give you access to a free course. And if you want to sign up to the sales channel, you can get access to the sales channel where I'll actually give you a free sales course to learn the sales foundation. Right? But you can definitely learn it on YouTube. But let's jump into the second part, which is how to actually find these roles. I got a couple of messages on Facebook where I posted the video, people asking me, how can you actually land a role, right? How was I able to find those roles? Basically, like the fitness role I actually mentioned, how was I able to find them? Now, for finding a sales role, we have different outreach process. So you could do organic, basically direct or indirect, right? So I usually call it direct or direct or indirect, right? So we have the direct or indirect. So it's usually outreach, but we have direct outreach or indirect outreach. Now, by indirect, you're not actually the one doing the outreach, but you're getting responses, right? But let's actually put direct or indirect outreach up here, right? I want to show you guys some stuff. Or indirect outreach. Now, for direct outreach, you could definitely reach out directly to businesses through Instagram, right? Okay, I think we need to just leave it down there. Yeah, we could do direct and indirect on Instagram. Let me actually show you some stuff like, so for direct, we could do direct outreach on Instagram, on Twitter, which is now X, on LinkedIn, right? On LinkedIn and Facebook, right? So you can find people with direct and indirect outreach on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Same thing for direct and indirect. Now, most of the strategies you can use in here is broken down into two. And the two main strategies you can use in here is broken down into two. We have the outbound outreach. Outbound outreach, and we have inbound outreach. I always tell people there are only two ways you can basically find roles: the outbound way, the inbound way. So the direct and indirect is all broken to the outbound way, inbound way. So you have direct, you actually the one putting in the effort. Indirect, you've actually put in the effort, or just one way or the other, the positions tend to find you. That's for the indirect method. Now for the outbound method, let's basically break down the outbound method. Let me actually make this a split page. I'm turn it into column, right? And let's take the whole page and put it into one of the column side. Okay. Let me put this up here. Yeah. Sorry, let me just arrange this stuff quickly. So we have the direct and indirect method. Now, yeah. So for outbound, we have different strategies. Now, for each platform, outbound outreach, for each platform, there's a way you do outbound. For each platform, there's a way you do inbound, right? So, outbound outreach, what's outbound outreach? Outbound outreach is you actively reaching out to people. You're making the first move to reach out to people to get people to see you first. You're the one making the first move, just like outbound appointment setting or outbound sales. You're the one making the first move to actually get them to see you. While inbound is you put things in place to get people to come to you. So outbound, you reach out, inbound, they reach out to you, right? So for outbound outreach on Instagram, basically let's break down for Instagram first. Okay, for Instagram. Now on Instagram, this is how you do outbound outreach. Now for Instagram, let's break down the outbound outreach for Instagram. It's a very simple process. So you could go and search businesses. Basically, I use the best people to actually work with. You could work with businesses, right? Or you could just work with coaches, course creators, because those niches have a lot of sales happening every single day. Course creators, or they even have like service-based business. So like AI automation agencies and digital marketing agencies, copywriting agencies. So service-based business, right? High ticket service-based business. So you could definitely high ticket coach, high ticket course creator, or high ticket service-based business. So let's just put HT, high ticket, high ticket of all the stuff, right? You can reach search and do your outreach. But before you do your outreach, there's one key stuff you need in place. Let me basically break it down here. All right. One thing you need in place, you need your application assets. So sales implementation is up there, right? So you need application assets. And what's your application assets? This is what makes you stand out, right? So we have your Loom video. Loom, you could record it on Loom, whatever video recording, basically a video recording, right? That's just a video recording, right? That's what you need. Then you need your resume. Some platforms we're actually going to mention, like LinkedIn, needs resume. Not all platforms, this is basically optional, right? Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. And when you're applying for some kind of businesses, you actually need a cover letter, especially on LinkedIn. This is for LinkedIn. Very optional. This is actually very optional. Like very optional, right? Then we have something which actually goes to the top, and I call it your intro page. You need to actually have an intro page, right? Your unique proposition, how you basically get them to want to start to talk to you, right? Your intro page. Now, there's one key thing you need when you're doing inbound. Now, this is for your outbound, right? When you're doing outbound, you need this stuff. When you're doing inbound, there's one key stuff that actually gets people to respond back to you, your lead magnet. Now, I'm going to show you what lead magnet. Most people like lead magnet is not for businesses. Definitely, like I said, if you want to see a different result, do what everyone else is not doing, right? Now, let's actually break down for instance. Let's get back to Instagram. For Instagram, you could actually search these businesses, shoot them a direct message, right? You shoot them a message, shoot them a DM with your Loom video pitch, then shoot them a DM. Now, in the DM is going to take a simple process. You have an intro page with a hook. Now, this hook at the end gets them to watch your video recording. Okay, in this video, I said I'm going to tell you what it's going to sound like, right? Then with your video recording. So your video recording. So it's usually a quick script like this, right? Hey, Michael, I definitely love what you're doing with your business. I just saw your testimonial about how you're able to take Michael. I love to use fitness. Let me basically switch to someone. Let me do someone that actually does an Airbnb business, right? An Airbnb, I want to form up with scripts off my head, right? But I'm going to use the same framework. For fitness, I usually be like, hey, Michael, I love your testimony of how you're able to take Brian from losing XYZ pounds to losing XYZ pounds, right? I resonate with this situation. I remember when I was starting out, you guys have actually had me do this pitch. And I'll be like, okay, right now I'm an appointment setter and I help fitness businesses like yours scale by booking them more clients just like Brian into their calendar. Because I resonate well with the audience, I know how to book the qualified leads for you. So you can focus on just closing the sales and delivering the service. Let me know. By the way, I made a video showing you exactly how this process works. I love voice messages, right? Now, your intro page, basically, let me put this here. Your intro page could definitely be text or voice, right? I love voice. I might be just like, hey, Michael, and send a voice message and still send my video recording. But let's actually go to Airbnb. Let's say someone that actually helps people get into Airbnb and make money, right? So for Airbnb, hey, bro, and then let's use a different name. um let's actually say Kelvin, right? Hey, Kelvin, how you doing today? Voice message, you can definitely do that. Within text, you can be actually how's your family and stuff like that. But voice, straight up, you could do a couple of stuffs. There's kind of flexibility around voice, right? But that's how I do with voice. I feel like if you're doing appointment, you're doing sales, you should definitely be good with communication. So let's jump into, hey, Kelvin, how you doing today? So I was scrolling on Facebook. There's two ways. There's a curious approach. There's the informed approach. The curious approach works. The informed approach works. Let no one actually give you wrong. I always say both of them work, right? Because there are prospects that are definitely like, oh, you're curious. You definitely checked out my page. Then there are people that be like, oh, you did research. So the curious approach, hey, I was scrolling on Facebook, scrolling on Instagram, I saw your page, and I scrolling through your page, and I found this testimonial of how you were able. You can definitely be like, I was scrolling on your page or you could be like, I saw you from this place. Makes sense. If they're like want to wonder how did you basically find me, or oh, Facebook suggested your page, or I was doing research, something like that, right? Then you jump into the main page, right? Compliment something on their page. Same way I complimented, oh, I love the way you were able to take Brian from losing weight. Same thing, oh, I love the way you were able to take Michelle from just owning one property to owning over 7 properties, right, and making over this amount. I can clearly remember when my brother was struggling to get into this space of Airbnb, and he actually lost a lot of money. Right now, I think I've just shared your profile to him because I know it's going to benefit him in a lot of ways. You definitely just have to find a way you get in your sweet spot, right? Or be like, oh, I wish I actually found your profile a long time ago. You've actually made a lot of money in Airbnb. Right now, I'm actually in appointment setting and I help Airbnb businesses like yours book in a lot of clients. Now, I would like to come into your business and book in a lot of clients like Michelle into your calendar. They can easily resonate with that. Then you refer them to your LinkedIn video. You get them on a hook. That's the hook, right? So I'm not really now your video recording, then CTA, right? CTA, that's usually the simple script. It's very easy, right? So you could definitely ask a question at the end. The CTA could be a question, whatever, or them to send you a message with them to book a call. Right then for we have Facebook. No, and we have Facebook. Okay, this should be Facebook, right? I needed to. So for Facebook, it's quite different than WhatsApp. No, sorry, than Instagram. Oh, so we change this. Okay, let's just put all the platforms together. We have LinkedIn, LinkedIn, and we have the last platform is Twitter. Twitter kind of similar to Instagram, right? It's kind of similar to Instagram. So let's actually go to Facebook. Now for Facebook, the strategies on Facebook for outbound is different. But now you can find businesses. Now this is one way you find business. The next way you can find businesses with hashtag. I didn't actually mention this, right? You can find business with hashtags. You can find business with actual search, right? You search the topic, you like searching make money online, you search topic, right? Topic or keywords. Keywords, right? You could definitely find people that way. Then you could go to suggestion, right? So suggestion, so suggestions and like follower count and also followers, related followers and related followers of the other coaches you basically found on the particular niche you picked, right? So that's one way. Now for Facebook, the process on Facebook is quite different. Okay. The process on Facebook is quite different. You find people through Facebook groups. Let's just put FB groups. Right now, for groups, it's also different. There are different kind of groups you could definitely join. So you could join job posts groups. You could join sales groups. You could join sales job post groups. All right. All these are different. Sales job posts groups. Then you could join niche based groups. niche based groups. Now, these are ways you could use to find businesses. And bring my face up here. All right. Now, this is a way you can actually use to find businesses on Facebook. Now, for every platform, for every of the process, I'm going to explain it. For job post groups, these are general groups that actually post any opportunities. Now, it's kind of tricky here because once they post any opportunities, you're definitely going to be flooded with a lot. So I usually say this is like the chances of you landing a role here is like 0.1%. Right? Now for sales groups, groups that are specific to sales, it has a better chance. You have like a 30% chance of getting a role here. Now the reason why I say sales groups, now by sales groups, this is not groups that do appointment setting in groups and closing groups. No. These are groups that are based on sales. Groups like Jeremy Miner's group, groups like are specific to sales, right? Specific to sales. Now, in these groups, you have a lot of salespeople in here and you could network. The process is quite long, but the chances of you getting a role is definitely high, right? The chances of you making connection is high. So let me not just put a percentage. The chances of you getting connections and a lot of stuff is high. Now, for job post group, chances of you getting a role is very low, but there are a lot of high quality roles on this platform. I mean, a lot of high quality roles on this platform. If you don't know one, check out the sales channel group. The sales channel group, I recommend you go check out the sales channel Facebook group. So check out the sales channel Facebook group because the sales channel appointment setters and closes. Check out the group. We have a lot of high quality positions being posted there. Now, a couple of there are tons of other groups, right? For our group, for my group, it has 33,000 members. We actually screen the posts, right? We screen the post. Let me actually show you what the group looks like. I think I have it somewhere. Image. Let me bring up the picture of the group so you can actually see it. Quick one. So for the sales channel group, one thing we actually do with the group is we screen post. We accept only high quality posts. We do not approve every single post. Let me know. Okay, I think I screenshotted a couple of, okay, here's some screenshots. All right. Now we do not approve every single post. We only approve posts that are very, very high quality. We've done a couple of due diligence, which you still need to do due diligence yourself, but we've done a lot of due diligence for you. Now, this is the sales channel group. Definitely join it. It has a couple of good offers inside. I mean, a lot of good offers inside, right? Now, the next one is niche based groups. Now, by niche based groups, I mean groups that actually focus to like fitness groups, right? Fitness groups, Airbnb groups, Airbnb groups, um, consulting groups, course creator groups, right? That's one group you could actually find a lot of high quality people. Now, let me give you guys a cheat, right? Let me give you guys a cheat. I'm going to make this actually red, right? Let me make it red. You want to join software platforms. Now, find software groups. And by software groups, I mean softwares that these coaches actually use in their high ticket businesses, right? Find groups, softwares that these coaches use in their high ticket businesses. Now, what are these softwares they use? ClickFunnel, Go High Level, Kajabi. We have, you could find email tools they also use too, right? Now, the reason why I say you want to find these groups is people that actually build funnels on ClickFunnels, most of them sell high tickets, which is what most of them actually sell high tickets. Most of them have low ticket, they have high ticket. Most of these people have this stuff. And if you find them there, you can actually reach out directly to people selling high tickets, qualified. They have funnels, they have all those stuff because if they're in a funnel group, they have a funnel, right? Now, the next place The next place is LinkedIn. Now let's break down LinkedIn a little bit. Now for LinkedIn, the process for LinkedIn is quite simple, right? But for Facebook, by the way, for Facebook, you want to do due diligence when applying. Check the person's profile, check the post, read the post, ask questions. Don't just apply to post. If you want to actually shorten the process, we can actually help you. Sign up to the sales channel. We can actually get you hooked with a position very fast using Facebook, using all these platforms. But let's actually jump to the next one. Now for LinkedIn, it's quite different. Now for LinkedIn, you want to apply directly to job posts. Now job posts actually, there's a job wall that has a lot of posts, right? That's the main method a lot of people use. But there's one method you want to actually do: direct outreach. Now, how does direct outreach comes on LinkedIn, right? It's a very easy process. So once you actually apply to a job post, the next thing you do is to apply. The process is quite simple. You first apply, right? Apply, you have your application asset. One thing I always tell people with LinkedIn is when you're creating your resume, make sure you link your Loom video on your resume and make sure it's a PDF, right? The reason why you want to do this is you want people to be able to click and watch a video of you, right? Video resumes speak well, and you stand out of a lot of people using using LinkedIn, right? Because one thing you want to do is to link your Loom video on your LinkedIn profile. Same thing with your Facebook profile, same thing with your Instagram profile. I didn't talk about optimizing your profile. So one other thing is you need an optimized profile. So let's just put this here. Bonus, right? Optimize your profile. So you actually need to optimize your profile. It's very, very compulsory. Like very compulsory, you need to optimize your profile. So let's jump back into LinkedIn. So for direct outreach, you apply. After you apply, what do? You go find the company applying. So you find company that you applied to, find the company you applied to, click on it, go down, you're going to see people that work in this business. Find necessary people, maybe head of sales, head of a particular department you want to work in. Find those people and reach out directly to them. Using what? It's definitely a different intro pitch, though. Have a different intro pitch, shoot them your new video. Tell them you just applied to a position. You definitely pitch yourself, right? Now for Twitter, maybe the next part video might actually show you what to pitch. I might come up with some scripts. But for Twitter, right? For Twitter, what we want to do on Twitter, how many minutes are we in basically? Oh, 28 minutes. I think this is going to be like a course. This is going to be like a mini course, right? Step by step on how to find a position. Now for Twitter, it's quite different. You could definitely do the direct search. So you could search for roles like who's hiring and stuff like that. Um, High ticket sales roles. Basically, just simple posts like that I always see. It usually looks like this. Let me actually put this here. It usually looks like hiring for a setter, hiring. You definitely see hiring, just like hiring, right? And put whatever role, hiring, appointments at the hiring, closer, hiring this, hiring that. I put appointments at the job, appointments at this, just right, or just type in the word appointments at the appointment closer. To sales representative, development representative, SDR, and stuff like that. You search that and you definitely see a couple of stuff. And Twitter also has Twitter jobs, right? So there's Twitter Job, there's a job platform, kind of very low ticket of low quality. Not really there. Most of them are actually like in-person positions, right? So if you're in the US, mostly like UK, you could definitely find positions on Twitter Jobs. Then we have on Twitter, we have direct outreach. So you can actually use the method we used in the Instagram method, search these people and reach out directly to them. Now, most people might be wondering, how do I actually find people to search? How can you search people now? How can bring my face here? What? Now, how can you search businesses? Right? How can you search these niches and find them? And it's a very simple process, right? Very, very simple process. So what you want to do first is to go on TikTok, funny but true, TikTok and YouTube. So if you're looking for fitness people, go on TikTok, YouTube, search those fitness or search fitness on TikTok, search fitness on YouTube. You're going to find a lot of fitness creators. Then you can find their profiles on Instagram or find their profiles on Twitter and reach out directly to them. As easy as that. And if you find people from TikTok and YouTube, you can definitely know, oh, this person has a large size of audience. He's definitely getting a lot of traffic coming in. And who helps him reply to this traffic? You as an appointment setter. And who helps him close them on a call? You as a closer, right? Now, this is the approach for the outbound, right? Now, for inbound, let's actually break down the inbound approach. Now, inbound is quite different. Now, for inbound, now in inbound, you are actually setting things in place to get people to come to you. Now, inbound outreach. Now, for inbound outreach, it's quite different. You can actually get businesses. I always tell people you can actually get businesses to send you a message. Now, the processes that actually this to get this actually happen is networking, right? Contents. So you don't really need to create video content. I'm going to show a shortcut around that. So contents, and we have another process to use for networking, content. Then you could join communities. But these are the two ways you can actually get businesses to find you, right? Networking, content. You get people to send you messages, networking content, and leaving a good remark, right? Now, also, another way you could get inbound messages is through your direct outreach, right? Your outbound outreach gets you some inbound messages. So you could get people to refer you and stuff like that. But networking, how you basically do networking, is quite easy. All you need to do first is to join communities, right? Join communities, um, go to events, right? You could go to events, virtual events, physical events, and you don't just join, you do one thing in all these places, you interact, right? So you interact with people, ask, oh, I'm an appointment setter, I'm looking for a role. I see you're also in the sales. Like when I mentioned sales groups, right? This is one key place. So if you find sales groups, right, this is where your inbound approach actually comes in place, right? You could join, network, interact for groups. You could leave comments, interact, comments, right? Basically provide value, right? Now, once you provide value upfront, you get people to reply to you. So you can provide value in the DM and stuff like that. Provide values to them, provide value in the community, answer questions, ask questions is a way to get people to see you. And you can actually do one stuff which actually works is post a lead magnet. Post a lead magnets, right? Now, if you remember when I said your lead magnets, now how does it actually come in place? You post lead magnet posts or actual posts. So one of my students, what he did was he joined a group for real estate and posted, hey, I'm I have this amount of experience. I've actually gotten this amount of sales, right? I'm looking for another business to implement this stuff. So if you join niche based group or actual sales group, you could get people one and will refer you two that will reach out directly to you, right? Lead magnet posts are very easy to create. Oh, I booked 100 calls for a real estate business. I'm looking for another real estate business who can actually take in 100 calls this month, right? Hey, who would like to get me into the business to close all the leads that actually are closed? Something like that would definitely get you a lot of responses and is actually key. Now, the next thing you want to do for content, now, this actually touches on the content, right? Post lead magnet actually touches on the content, but now basically it touches on content. So just bring it down to content here. It touches on content. Now for content, you can actually post stuff like value posts, right? Now value posts are very easy. Right reasons why people need it. This is a longer process, right? This is a longer process. Although the lead post is very fast, but the value post is quite takes quite a little bit of time, but it works, right? It works. So you post a couple of value posts why people need appointments at share your experience, share your journey, you will create connections, right? You will create connections. You will definitely learn the role. You could go into video content, but if you're video shy, you could definitely just do text, right? Which I recommend for everybody. You should be writing. If you should be writing, so write something on your wall. Make sure your page is not just empty. Post stuff, right? Post stuff. Now let's really get back into the next thing now for sales implementation. Now, most of the stuffs are going to get you a lot of interviews. Now, on the interviews, you hop on the interview, you crush it because you need to ask questions and you need to prepare yourself. I'm going to create a separate video showing you how to prepare for an interview and how to prepare for an interview, kind of questions they ask you on an interview and all those stuff, and questions you should ask because you don't just want to hop on an interview and be clueless. You also want to ask questions while they also ask you questions and you want to answer properly. And I'll create a video showing you how to respond to the common question being asked. Do you have experience? But let's actually jump directly into sales implementation. So but let me basically answer this question. If they ask you, do you have experience? You should be honest about it, but show yourself. Most of these interviews are not just show your basically your confidence. You want to just show confidence because most of the interviewers are not just looking at your sales skills, right, or looking at your experience or how many sales you've gotten. They're looking at your personality and your confidence. Now basically let's jump into the sales implementation. But for you to make 2,000, 1,000 dollars, you need to implement the key stuff, right? Now it's simple process. If you're doing appointment setting, you close, could follow a script. You can follow my framework. This is a framework I use to book appointments. Genuine opening. Okay, genuine opening. Current situation. I know your current situation. Right, and current situation, desired outcome. Then we have problem. Then we have personalized offer. And we have follow up. This is where the money is actually made, right? Follow up them up, right? So you book them on a call. Book them on a call and follow up is very, very key, right? Book them on a call, follow up, right? We could definitely take this out, right? Because personalized offer, then follow them up. So they can hop on the call, being close on the call, key. This is basically a full course, right? I think it's over how many minutes? 40 minutes course breaking down step by step on how you can land a role. So from the sales foundation to landing a role to implementation to land a role. If you're in an appointment setter, you're closing. On this same system, using this same system will actually land you a role as a setter or a closer. So I'm actually going to be giving you guys a free course, a free sales course. It's going to teach you exactly everything you need to know about landing a role as a setter. Basically, learning the skill set. It's going to teach you all the stuff you need to know about learning the skill set. But if you want to sign up to the sales channel, I think I have not actually shown the sales channel on YouTube. But let me just quickly show it on YouTube. Let's just go straight to the sales channel. I think my screen is still sharing. My face should pop up then only my screen sharing. Right, okay. So this is actually the sales channel. You could sign up. It's an all-in-one platform, right? Yeah, my face is here. On an all-in-one platform, we have different sections from portfolio page to show you how to create portfolio page, resume, link video, um, resources. We actually have like a couple of trainings inside. Give you offers from Facebook, Instagram offers, Twitter offers, LinkedIn. We have tons of job site offers. We have recruitment agencies we put you on. We have the sales crash course, we have a community, we have a job board, we have flash offer section where you upload offers. So most of the offers look like this. You can just simply click apply. We have spreadsheet, you can just quickly sign up. So if you're watching this video today, I think there's a discount, right? There's a discount. It's definitely going to show in the description of the YouTube video. We have like 20% off. And if you're watching this on Black Friday, the code should actually, I think it's a couple of days, it should definitely give you like 40% off. But that's the main stuff, right? That's the main stuff. The main stuff is this. Even if you don't sign up to the sales channel, if you implement this exact system, you can land a role with this exact system. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's still on. You can actually land a role with this exact system. Foundation, sales position, outbound, inbound, implement, you will land the role and you will make your first $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. Then we have scale, right? This is where you scale, basically. That's the next part for most of you. So I hope this actually helps you guys. If you have any questions, you could definitely send it directly to me on Facebook or Instagram. I will link it directly in the description. I haven't been linking it, but I'll link it directly in the description. Have a lovely day.